who you are. You feel me? Now, let's get into the news stories. First news story I want to talk about, and I've been speaking about this news story. This is like my third time talking about it. There's a 15-year-old boy named Quawan Charles who was found dead in November in Louisiana. And basically, a white woman and her 17-year-old son picked up Quawan from his home. Ultimately, I'll spare you all the details, but ultimately, Quawan ended up dead in a sugarcane field. The mom said she didn't know what happened to him. The white mother acted as if, well, she didn't report him missing until 3 days later. So a really fishy story. But the woman, after I think the family had to do like independent investigation into what happened. I think that's what spawned this woman being arrested. But I'm happy, y'all, that this family and this young man can begin to get some kind of closure, right? So let me read the story about what was going on. Now, a Louisiana woman was charged Tuesday in connection to the death of Quawan Bobby Charles, a black teen whose body was found in a sugarcane field in November. Janet Irvin, 37, faces charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and failure to report a missing child. Now, we'll talk about that in a second because those seem like extremely minor charges. Because again, the family, look, if the family didn't have an independent investigator look into things, we would not know what happened to this black baby. For some reason in this country, even still to this day, a black life, because Black Lives Matter seemed like such a simple statement. You know, as an organization, there's definitely things I may not agree with when it comes to Black Lives Matter. But the statement that we should matter, that's so prevalent, and it has been prevalent for generations, family. Because again, this young 15-year-old black boy, in my opinion, because he's an African, they don't really give a shit. The family tried to go to the police like, hey, my son is missing. They was like, maybe he had a football game or something. We don't know. Get out of here. You know what I mean? So how black life is treated in America, it's beyond not fair. And again, it's up to all of us to express our concern about these things and speak out when we can, right? Now, just to give you guys some more information about the story here, the 15-year-old boy was allegedly picked up from his house, picked up outside of his father's house in Baldwin, Louisiana. This was on October 30th. It said that he was picked up by two people. The family said it was Irvin, the white mother, and her 17-year-old son, and they picked him up from his home. Now, police had previously released a video showing the moment they said Charles voluntarily left his home with the two people. The video appears to show someone sitting on the edge of a road in front of a home as a silver car drives by the person, well, whatever. So they bring him, the lady and her son, bring him to her house, and that's where things kind of get fishy, because the son says basically Charles was asleep. He woke up out of his sleep crying, like swinging at people. The white kid's like, hey man, what's wrong? He says, I'm gonna go kill myself. So he leaves the house and apparently goes to kill himself. Now, things were really fishy because the mom, an adult, is basically saying the young man was high off hallucinogens, right? Now, the independent report came back that he was smoking weed, you know what I mean? Smoking weed and maybe had a little alcohol in the system. So I think this is what prompted police to arrest this woman. And this is a good thing, family. The charges that she's getting charged with seems like more of a slap on the wrist than anything. Hopefully this leads to a bigger investigation so she can go to jail. But in America, white women are always seen like they're always portrayed like the victims, even when they do shit wrong, right? Because history matters, family. That's why I have the History Matters section on my YouTube page. A lot of black men throughout history have been lynched, have been killed, simply because a white woman lied. We need to understand that, family. Like, white women in America, they can do no harm damn near. Yeah, they go to jail. Yeah, they do crimes and they get reprimanded. Yeah, but it's not that simple. It don't happen that simple. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm happy for social media, and I'm happy for all these different platforms where people can come out and talk, because a lot of times this is how these people end up going to jail, is when the streets start talking, when the people start talking. You know what I mean? Because the authority in most cities in America, I just don't have a lot of confidence in police departments, in authority figures. Like, our relationship with this country is fucked up, y'all. Like, we need to be aware of that. Like, listen, the coronavirus, the new president, I wish I can cut on my television, any news channel. I wish I can cut on my television and believe everything I'm being told. But I don't trust none of these motherfuckers, right? So that leaves me in a quandary, because I want to think coronavirus is real. I want to think I need to wear this mask because I'm going to harm my auntie or my uncle or somebody that may be a little sickly or have any pre-existing conditions. I want to believe that wearing this mask is going to protect y'all. I want to believe that. I want to believe the numbers they report on the news. But I don't trust America, man. Not at all. Based on how much they lie and how deceitful they are. But then I have to factor in who I am in this system. Then I'm black, so you know what I mean? I want to just take the vaccine. I don't want to trip off no vaccine, and I don't want to trip off none of this shit. I just want to go with the flow, but you can't. In this country, if you do that, you're going to end up in the bottom of a ditch somewhere if you just go with the flow. You have to be aware. That's why I do this show. That's why I have my platform. We need to be aware, family. If you're a black person in America and all you care about is shaking your ass, if all you care about is entertainment, if all you care about is, look, family, use both sides of your brain. You have to be able to have fun and to release, and you had a hard day at work today. I understand all that shit. But you also got to make it a point to care about your people. You also got to make it a point to do things, to feed your mind. Like, people tell you all the time, go on a diet. Damn, you fat. Lose some weight. Eat the right foods. This is correct, right? But what about your brain? What are you putting in your mind? Are you watching his twerk videos? Are you watching his Love and Hip Hop? That's how your mentality is going to evolve, family. Put positive shit in your brain. Like I was saying about Black History Month. Yeah, it's 28 days. Yeah, it could be a little, say what you want to say about Black History Month, but use it as an opportunity to learn about your people. If you are the kind of person, if you are the kind of black person that never thought learning about our history was important, family, do yourself a service. Use this month to learn about the people and places in our history. You can start by going to my website. I'm sorry, the website is still being reconstructed. Go to my YouTube page, Melanated Fathers TV on YouTube. On this YouTube page, you can find the History Matters section. Start there. You know what I mean?